south into Odisha and Tamil Nadu coast, causing heavy rain, sometimes with destructive cyclonic winds in coastal and interior areas. These depressions weaken southwards and towards the interiors. And now the second important is the winter monsoons. The stable, dry, anti-cyclonic winds prevailing over the subcontinent after the retreat of the southwest monsoons are not capable of causing precipitation because they are free of moisture. Instead, these winds produce dry and fine weather. However, certain areas in the north get winter precipitation from sources far away. The northwestern parts of India, such as the Punjab plains and Ganga plains, are invaded by shallow cyclonic disturbances moving from west to east and having their origin in the Mediterranean Sea. These are called westerly disturbances which travel across West Asia and Afghanistan before they reach India. These disturbances come with cloudiness and rising temperature in the front and cold wind in the rear. These disturbances cause up to 5 cm rainfall in Punjab and Kashmir and up to 2.5 cm rainfall over the Uttar Pradesh plains. These showers are very good for the Rabi crop, especially wheat and gram, and are very effective because of less runoff, less evaporation, because of low winter temperatures, and the fact that moisture from these showers is confined to the root area of the crops. So, in this, now we'll go to discuss about the very peculiar features. So, in connection to that, we found those peculiar features as such. Of these peculiar features, we found in particularly about the peculiar features of the Indian monsoons, as one is drought-prone areas and the second one flood-prone areas. So the Indian monsoon is characterized by great variability, although the annual average precipitation in India is 98 centimeter. It may show a deficit of 20 centimeter as it was once happened in 1899 and a surplus of 30 centimeter as it was happened in the year 1907. For moderate rainfall regions, even small variability can cause severe damage to the crop. These are the regions of recurrent droughts and famines A delay in onset usually results in an early retreat. Such a situation is harmful to both Rabi and Kharif crops. Sometimes monsoon rains have a tendency to persist in one area or be subject to long breaks during the month of July and August. This happens just when the summer crops are growing and need plenty of moisture. Winter crops are also affected as they rely on the residue moisture from summer crops. Sometimes a situation occurs where drought and floods affect different parts of the same state. The monsoon precipitation over India is characterized by great spatial inequality. While certain areas like the Western Ghats and the Northeast receives up to 400 centimeters of rain in a year, Western Rajasthan receives less than 10 centimeter rainfall. Most of India, although receives between 60 centimeter and 100 centimeter of rainfall, the monsoon precipitation is concentrated only a few months. 80% of its occurring in the month of June to September period, while the rest is distributed as 13% during the period of October to December and 3% during the month of January to March and 10% during March to May. The Indian monsoon rainfall is characterized by an erratic nature. At times the rainfall is allied. At times it occurs in the form of heavy downpour and torrents causing soil erosion. There is rainfall in every month of the year in some part of the country. As such, in the month of January and February over northern India, and in particular in the month of March, thunderstorms and heavy rains in Bengal, Assam, and in the month of April-May, mango showers over South India, and during the period of July to September, southwest monsoon, and from October to December, the retreating monsoon. So, in our next, we will discuss about the levels of intensity of droughts can be identified if the combined effect of parameters such as rainfall intensity, periodicity of rainfall, groundwater potential, and agricultural production are taken into account. The three labels are extreme drought conditions cover 12% of the total drought-prone area. These areas include Western Rajasthan and Gujarat, Western Uttar Pradesh, Northwest Madhya Pradesh. Secondly, several drought conditions prevail over 42% of the total drought-prone area. These areas are the leeward side of the Madan Plateau, Rayalaseema, and Telangana regions of southern India, and the Marathwada and Vidarbha regions of Maharashtra. Moderate. The third kind is the moderate drought conditions affect 46% of the total drought-prone areas. These areas are Odisha, Central North Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jammu and Kashmir, and Central East Tamil Nadu. The second scheme looks at the absolute spatial distribution of drought-prone areas while ignoring the intensity. The total drought-prone areas in India amounts to 10.7 lakh square kilometers. On an average, 1 in every 5 years is a drought year. The drought-prone area includes the rectangle formed by the lines from South Saurashtra coast to Kanpur, then to Jalandhar, almost 6 lakh kilometers. The second drought zone occupies most of the area in the leeward side of the Sahyadris, stretching eastward up to 100 kilometers of the east coast and southward up to the line joining Tumkur, Karnataka, and Chittor in Andhra Pradesh. Almost 3.7 lakh kilometers. The third one is certain isolated pockets like 1 lakh kilometers, Coimbatore and Tirunelveli districts of Tamil Nadu, Jhansi, Lalitpur, Banda and Mirzapur districts of Uttar Pradesh, Purulia district of West Bengal and Palmau district of Bihar and the Kalahandi district of Odisha. Past experience, certain guidelines can be outlined to mitigate the harmful effects of droughts in the country. So, the very scheme and program which should include conjunctive use of rainwater, surface water and groundwater potential, then second proper laning, protecting the sloping sides of canal with some hard surface like big stones and concrete of canals and channels to avoid loss of water through seepage to adjoining areas. And third major step requires the development and promotion of trickle, drip irrigation and sprinklers in desert areas to conserve water and reclaim saline land. The fourth major step could be use of appropriate plant varieties and cropping patterns for protection from drought and stress on location specific minor irrigation work such as anicuts, bandras, tanks and dug wells. And the fifth major important step could be expeditious completion of ongoing hydroelectric projects. So planning measures for the drought-prone areas are. Finally, we have discussed regarding the particular features relating to drought-prone areas in India, and in our next upcoming lecture we will discuss regarding the flood-prone areas of India.